I was literally looking forward to this all fucking day. To be real with you.
Yes. Put some respect on the legend.
Right.
We ain't just talking about hip hop on here, man.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Mm-mm.
What's good? BJ, what up? Ronnie, Sam, what it do?
Hey Sam. Yeah, I just got your message. So I found I heard a Jay Z and Nipsey Hussle song. That shit was actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's dope. Was it? I have a feeling like it was made during Victory Laps, and why wasn't it
Yeah.
on the album?
I have a feeling that too and shit.
Yeah,
But who knows how long they've been talking about this movie soundtrack for anyway? So
right. And that Jay Z verse is recent because he mentioned the Capitol, the incident at the Capitol.
Oh yeah.
So that was just last month that happened.
I have a feeling Jay probably redid his verse and shit. That's what I have a feeling.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my camera on. I just broke my mirror, so I'm trying to clean my room out a little bit.
Okay, you broke your mirror.
Yeah, it was an accident pretty
Oh,
much.
you
Yeah.
wasn't in a rage.
I mean, I was in a rage, but I didn't rage it out against the mirror because it
Oh
actually fell
man.
when I closed the door and shit. So
Oh,
yeah, so I gotta get a new mirror.
I could picture Reg just slamming the door and then the mirror just fell.
Shit.
Oh man.
Other than that, I finished the Beef script, the first episode of the Beef script last night, so I'm gonna start working on an episode this week.
All right.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis beat battle is
Yes.
Thursday.
Yes. I'm ready. I ain't make my list. I just know I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, you have till Thursday, so you good.
Ronnie said Raphael Sadiq has confirmed the reunion with Tony.
But my question is this going to be the original members of 2020 Tony? That's my question.
Yes. Yes. Everybody's coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so not just the three, all the members?
The three that count, the Raphael,
No.
Dwayne, his cousin.
Okay, okay.
I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know the other members like that. I know of the two brothers and the cousin.
Okay, well, I can accept that.
But I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be. I mean, it has to be the main members. It has to be everybody coming back. You know.
I'm just tired of all these R&B artists. They say they're going to make a reunion, but they never actually do a reunion.
Well, them I believe. I mean, because remember, I think I sent you that interview with when he was on Sway talking about the last album he came out with that he was planning on doing this.
Oh, yeah, you sent it to me a while back ago, yeah.
Yeah, he said that they were planning on coming back and that they were doing two albums. They were gonna do like the regular group album and they were planning on doing like an instrumental album.
Okay.
You know, so I'm definitely excited for that because that's a great group that we discussed. Nobody was discussing it before us.
Right.
You know, and I'm excited to hear their new music.
Oh, yeah, we need that shit right now.
Right.
Yeah, BJ, Luther does have a lot of song remakes. So does Whitney, too.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people sample Luther's stuff. I just listening to these albums today and realizing that,
Facts.
you know, a
Heavy
lot of
D.
classics.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, Ronnie, you listen to Doggy Style? Dope album.
Classic.
Oh. So it's official. Dr. Dre and April are dating and shit.
Dr. Dre and who?
Omarion's
Oh
ex-girlfriend.
yeah. April Jones.
Yeah.
What's up with Dre? He's really digging the bottom of the barrel. You know what I'm saying? The same chick that was with Little Fizz and had a baby with Omarion is dating Dre.
That's funny.
Why? Out of all the women he could have, why her? Is he gonna be
Wow.
on Love and Hip Hop too, or no?
Oh, God.
Can you imagine Dre on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood?
It's the motherfucking DR. Better vocalist, Raphael or Stokely? Raphael.
Yeah, Stokely is underrated.
He is. Fuck. Okay. Shit.
Yep. Another thought. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan, who he dating Steve Harvey's daughter.
Low key, I personally think that Michael B. Jordan is just doing that so he can prove that he likes black women, if you ask me.
He doesn't like black women.
He said some shit talking about he can't really see himself with some shit like about he can't really see himself with a black woman or some shit like that years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, something about Michael B. Jordan I just cannot fucking stand, in my opinion. He just seems kind of like one of those house niggas.
Another Tiger Woods, huh?
I mean, he's a good actor, but
Mhm.
his personality I'm not too fond of.
Ray Sean, what's good? Wow, that's crazy.
And wasn't she dating Future or some shit too?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Who
That's a
hasn't featured
walking
dating?
MTV right there.
Feature was dating everybody.
But he lost Sierra though.
You lost Ciara. He was dating. He was allegedly he smashed Scottie Pippen's wife. I don't know how true that is.
I heard about that shit.
You know, he was all over the place.
Man, fuck
He's
Valentine's Day.
huh?
I said fuck Valentine's Day.
80s or 90s Luther.
To me, 80s.
Hey, we talking about it right now, Ronnie. 80s for me.
And mind y'all, we're gonna talk about 81 from 91 this week, just to let everybody know.
All right.
And we're gonna go on in about 5 minutes. Man. In the words of Erica Badu, what a day, what a day.
What a day! What a day!
Yeah, I love that mirror too. Shit.
Yeah, love that album. That recently celebrated an anniversary.
All eyes on me for the score.
The score, All Eyes on Me, Baduism, Mad Skills,
Well,
all
I
fucking
didn't
good.
hear no one talk about the mask skills.
Yeah, Mad Skills. Mad Skills came out the same day as All Eyes on Me and the score.
Exactly.
Yep, all classics.
But who the fuck is texting me, yo? I'm not coming back out. I just want to let y'all know. Oh, never
All
mind.
right, BJ, you got my addy, yo. Send all that, cause I definitely want to showcase that when we do the new pickups next week. Next week we
Yeah.
doing it.
I'm gonna order Daddy's Home either tonight or tomorrow to try.
Cool.
Cause I was talking to somebody about Kane's discography
Uh huh.
and shit like that. He was talking about how it's a shame how he fell off after his second album and stuff like that.
His second album.
Yeah, Big Eddie Kane.
Hell no.
And I told him it's not like he fell off. It's just that some albums are better than others and shit.
Exactly. Well, to me personally, I think he fell off after Prince of Darkness, but I know people don't like the R&B stuff he did like after the second album.
Yeah. Cause like to me, Prince of Darkness was underrated if you ask me. I'm
Not
sorry.
not after not my bad. I meant after Looks Like a Job for to me he fell off.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But like those singles, even on Prince of Darkness and on and what's the second album again? It's a Big Daddy thing. Like even those singles, he was going for that radio play.
He was.
You know what I'm saying? When looks like a job for was more. It was more street. It was more hardcore. You know what I'm saying? But he had that stupid song with Spinderella I didn't like.
My love is
Yeah,
on my
don't
head.
like that. I never liked that song. That could have been left off the album, but like that he was chasing radio play. So, but I don't feel like his second album was bad. His second album is solid.
Yeah, to me, if you want to talk about bad Kane albums, I'm just gonna go with Veterans Day and shit.
Oh yeah, terrible. That
Wow.
might be his worst one. That's his worst album.
Yeah, I mean, Taste of Chocolate was bad,
You didn't like that?
but Taste of Chocolate had some joints. Like
Yeah,
Veterans Day didn't really have that many joints.
right. Yeah, I don't. I can't remember nothing from Veteran. And we talked about that album. I can't remember nothing from that album.
Yeah, yeah, it was just forgettable.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was very controversial. That album,
You said what?
Taste of Chocolate.
Yeah,
I thought it wasn't bad. Like, but it was a lot of controversy regarding the album cover and the rumors at that time about him.
yeah, those AIDS rumors is what really ruined him and shit.
Yeah, the sex book that he that he was in.
Oh Lord, a book we still got to talk about.
Tales from the Hood. Yeah, that was a good movie.
Classic.
Sam said I love the Barry White song.
You said what about Barry White?
You like the Barry White song that Kane did?
Oh God, you
I
the
don't
first
remember
one
that
I
one.
know that like that shit. And I love Barry White. I love
Right.
Eddie Kane, but I'm just like, nah.
What did you think about the song he did with Patti LaBelle?
See, that was actually decent.
That was decent, right?
That was decent. But the thing with the Barry White song, it was too R&B. He wasn't even rapping.
Right.
Hell, the song he did with Prince, the Bat Dance remix, was dope.
I never heard that. The remix for you told me about that.
Yeah, it was unreleased and shit.
The Bat Dance remix?
Yeah.
I gotta hear that. BJ said, "How do I break into the voiceover industry? What do you mean, like having a podcast?
What are you talking about?
I don't understand. I don't understand the question, BJ. You mean like doing your own podcast? Anybody could do it. You don't even got to show your face. You could just get on live stream and just talk about what you know.
Right. Okay, almost done. Shit. Whew.
I forgot about that song, Ray Sean, but that's gonna be in part two that we do for Luther.
What song?
Best things in life for free.
Ooh, I love that song.
Yeah, that was great. Him and Janet.
Best thing in life are free. Speaking of Janet, I just realized her sampled the song Making Love in the Rain for her new song called Damage.
Oh shit, I didn't hear it yet.
Yeah, that shit sound fire and stuff, man.
I don't know. You would have to get an agent for that, and like doing commercials and documentaries. That's something like you would have to get like hire an agent, and then like the agent would have to like find gigs for you for that stuff. I would
Yeah,
think.
man. I'm gonna say one more thing before we start. This whole Justin Timberlake apology, going on this sorry spree and shit like that. Y'all heard about that?
No, what are you talking about?
So Britney
Mm.
Spears, there was like a documentary made about Britney Spears, and pretty much it starts talking about how Justin and Britney broke up because it was never really officially released about why they broke up, but
Right.
apparently
Mhm.
everyone was mad because of how Justin treated Britney, and they want to throw in this whole Janet Jackson thing. and stuff like that. And then he's apologizing. I just find it ironic how Control was topping the charts as soon as the apology came out and shit.
That's our fans.
Right. That, like I said, her fan base, Janet's fan base and shit.
Hmm.
That's what I
They
love.
don't forget.
Hell no.
That's
The
clearly his
motherfucker-
fault. I don't think. I mean, I thought it was a accident, but I kind of believe Britney Spears that I don't believe Britney Spears in regards to him doing that for clout because he was already a star when that all everything happened.
Right.
But I do believe that he did that like he knew what like it would cause controversy.
All I'm just saying is like he didn't stand up for her and some shit like that when they were scrutinizing Janet. But what people have to realize, the NBA, the NFL, they were after Janet, not just Justin and shit. But still,
Right.
but I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right.
All right.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Valentine's Day? It's your boy Reg in the building. Got my homeboy Try with me.
What up?
Got my homegirl Ash with me.
It's
And
good.
pretty much we are here finally discussing Luther Vandross's discography. But this is it's a twist. It's gonna be part one, and we're only gonna discuss everything from 81 to 91, aka Never Too Much to Power of Love. Luther Vandross is pretty much a name synonymous when it comes to R&B, soul music, or just vocal technique in general. I mean, so much things can be said about Luther Vandross at this point. Singer, songwriter, rearranger, showman, vocalist. I mean, his music is like a black staple. It's a staple in black households and whatnot.
Right.
I'm gonna ask y'all, how did y'all get into Luther Vandross? I'm gonna start with Ashley this time.
Pretty much. I was introduced to Luther Vandross through my mother. She she would play a lot of his stuff around the house when I was growing up, and I know a lot of times, especially during the holidays, she would play his Christmas albums too.
Okay, I feel you on that. The Christmas album, that's definitely classic.
Yeah,
Yeah. For me, like I agree with Ashley. Like, for me, it was the same with my mom. My mom was a big Luther Vandross fan. My mom actually met Luther Vandross backstage
Oh
after
wow.
one of his shows. He used to play like him and Patty when they would come to New York. Like they would play like seasonal shows. So Patty would do like her usual season shows, and Luther would come here like every spring or every fall, and she would go to the concerts, and she's seen him live in concert many times, and she met him backstage one year, and he was really I remember when that happened. He was a really great person, and he would greet his fans and sign autographs and all that, and just growing up with a lot of those albums in the house, the Never Too Much album, and the Night I Fell in Love album, and um Power of Love, all of those classic hits that we come to know and love from Luther, and just being aware of who he was at a young age, and his contribution to soul music and R&B. So I was I wasn't like a real big Luther fan, but I knew who he was, and his hit songs, and um he's sadly missed. He was a great producer as well, and that was basically my introduction. And then like over the years, like hearing like different artists like Capone Noriega sample his stuff, and the Young Gunners, Jada made a reference to him in one of in a song that he did with Sheik Luch. So the hip hop community, they definitely had love for Luther, and I felt like they were paying homage to him by sampling his stuff. Even now, like we have like a hit song from Fat Joe, and he sampled a Luther Vandross song. So um, yeah, he's definitely a legend, and I spent the whole morning today listening to the first seven Luther albums, and that's something I've never done. So salute to Reg for that, for doing these discussions and putting people on to making it aware of these artists and going back and listening to their classic stuff. So
Hey, salute to us for
yeah,
always just keeping this shit alive. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You know what? I think the first Luther Vandross song that I've actually heard was "Take Get You Home Tonight." Take y'all know that song from
right,
'01. Um, you used to always hear that song a lot in
Take
the
me
radio.
out.
Yeah, thank you, Ashley.
mm,
Used to always hear that song on the radio and stuff like that. And I just love Luther
Mhm.
Vandross. And I think what really made me a fan was the song Here and Now, which I want to talk about that too. I mean, it's just like symbolizes just romance and whatever and stuff like that. It's just like his music is mostly just to make love to
right,
and whatnot. And the thing about Luther Vandross is like vocally, it's so crystal clear. Like he's just one of the most consistent voices in hip hop. I mean, not hip hop, but music history, R&B
right,
history,
mm,
and whatever and stuff like that too. So I'm very grateful that we're finally talking about these albums.
right,
Um, just to let everybody know, by the time we get to probably the "Give Me the Reason" album, I'm gonna go downstairs and make me some tea right quick.
okay,
But yeah, man, y'all know how that shit goes. Um, so we're gonna talk about the first album. Well, yeah, pretty much yeah, the first major album because he done some stuff in the '70s too with other groups. But this is the thing that started it all. The Never Too Much album, 1981. Man, what an album! Very very dope. I mean, this is like an important staple in his discography. I mean, this is the album that came out with Never Too Much, Don't You Know That, Sugar and Spice, and of course the legendary, groundbreaking "A House Is Not a Home," which was originally a Dionne Warwick cover, which Dionne Warwick was like one of his influences in music and stuff like that too.
right,
Um, if you guys have not seen the NAACP performance of that track, well, that was like a Dionne Warwick tribute in like 1988. Must watch, and that's like pretty much one of his best performances. I mean, yeah, man. Like this is if I had to make a list of top R&B songs, this is probably my top three
right,
because it was just like one of those most romantic versions ever. Um, Next to Isaac Hayes' "Walk On By" is pretty much her best cover and stuff like that.
mm,
But overall, very very dope album, very classic album. I love that early '80s R&B, post disco kind of deal with it and shit like that. So must have. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5.
definitely one of his best albums. Like I said, I feel like this man was underrated as a producer as well. And it's hard, especially like when we talk about hip hop artists like Lost Professor and Q-Tip, how it's hard to wear two hats in the studio, and I think it's just as hard in R&B to be a great singer like how Luther was, and then be a great producer as well. And the production to me is flawless on this album. His bass lines and the usage of the pianos and the beats were great. Never too much. That's a song that I heard when I was like 6 years old. Love that song. Sugar and Spice. I found me a girl. I've been working. She's a super lady. A house is not a home. Classic. Luther. Definitely a Five My classic. One of my favorite Luther albums already. Just listening to like his first seven this morning. So yeah, I love it.
I guess something's up with Ashley's camera and shit. But she'll probably jump back and just read what people saying in the chat. Yeah, never too much is a 5 my classic, Sam.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, Yeah, man. Don't you know? Yeah, that was sent by Heavy D. That's how I actually knew about the sample too. Everything okay, Ash?
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the stuff I'm gonna keep cutting out. I'll get over
I feel
it. Yeah. Never too much. Yeah, it definitely wasn't a bad album. Definitely a good way for people to know Luther Vandross and his work, and of course the title track. It's very well known, and I know it got sampled a lot, and I know Nicole sampled Never Too Much for her song Never off her first album, and I know it was featured on the Barbershop 2 soundtrack as well, I think.
yeah, very funny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
hmm And I know A House Is Not a Home. I know that got played on the radio every now and again, from what I hear. And don't you know that song's been sampled a lot, and a lot of people made their own covers of it.
Right.
Yeah,
Is the Don't You Know song, was that the one used for Got Me Waiting?
Yes, sir.
I love that song. Got Me Waiting,
yeah.
classic Heavy D song.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, I was just telling some. I know somebody in chat mentioned. I was just telling that's how I actually got into the sample too. BJ, yeah.
Right. What up, Q?
Hey Q. Yeah, man. That Eddie Murphy skit in Delirious this is always classic when he was
Right.
mentioning Luther. But yeah, man. Never too much. And then we're gonna come out with 1 year after that with the Forever, For Always, For Love. I always just call this the Forever album.
Right.
I always just call
hmm
it the album because I try to say the title one time. I was just like, you know what, that fucking Forever album, whatever that was, always whatever. But
hmm
yeah, man, just like Never Too Much. This is pretty much just as good in my opinion. Um, yeah, man, this is when he really stretched out his songwriting a bit more. The Bad Boy Having a Party. Oh my God,
Yes.
love that track. Paying homage to the Sam Cooke with the Having a Party.
Hmm.
Um, his cover of Since I Lost My Baby was excellent. In my opinion, I think I kind of like that a bit more than the Temptations version, believe it or not.
Hmm.
Um, what else? Better Love was cool. My favorite one is gotta be the title track and stuff like that. That's definitely one of those classic Luther songs.
Right.
Um, all in all, yeah, this is just as good as Never Too Much. I'm gonna say it's another 5 mic classic. I know Layla Hathaway covered this song too for the Luther tribute album. Um, he was nominated for. He got his first nomination for the whole album, but he lost to Sexual Healing from Marvin Gaye and stuff for that too. So all my house party fans, y'all should know about the Bad Boy Having a Party track. So yeah, 5 out of 5.
Definitely another solid album. Once again, the production is flawless. The ballads, the tracks. The Bad Boy Having a Party track that was in the opening credits for House Party when that starts off.
Yeah. Hmm.
And just what he's talking about on the song where he's like, talking about how like you better get your ass home before your mama find out. That
Yeah.
reminded me of house parties, except you got Robin Harris playing, kids pops, and kid gets in trouble for going to the sneaking out of the house and going to the place party.
Yep.
So I felt like that song would like fit the whole theme of that movie.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, definitely a classic song to start that album off. And Better Love, like I said, Young Guns sampled that on their first album for the No Better Love song with Rel. That was a dope track. Promise Me, that was sampled by CNN for the Closer track on the War Report. Classic song. Once You Know How. Definitely all standout tracks. I love this album. That a 5 mic classic.
Yeah, man, definitely my classic.
Forever, for always, for love. Definitely a solid album, just like his first one, Never Too Much. Of course, the title track, I'm familiar with that. That gets played a lot on the radio, and
Yeah.
I know Layla Hathaway did her cover of it. That was which was good. I wasn't sure how to feel about when he did his rendition of "Since I Lost My Baby," because of course I'm familiar with the Temptations doing it. It wasn't bad. Was something unexpected. I wasn't too sure about. But other than that, this album was pretty good. Um, oh, and once you know how I heard that song because it was featured on Luther's Hidden Gems album. I guess one of the songs I guess that were so good that didn't get the attention like a lot of his other stuff did.
Right.
Right.
That's a favorite of mine as well off here. Once you know how.
Yeah, definitely dope tracks. I know everyone knows about the Glow of Loves from when he was in Change and stuff too, and stuff like that. I just want to give that a slight mention.
Right.
But yeah, definitely the Forever for Always for Love album is definitely a very dope album, which would lead us into 1983's Busybody. Now, around this time, Luther was definitely producing for a lot of people and writing, most notably for like Aretha Franklin. So not a lot of people knew who he was, especially with this album and whatnot. Overall, I gotta keep it a real show. I like this album, but it's not touching the first two.
I agree.
Yeah,
I have some issues with this album.
same. Um,
Yeah.
and to me, it was mostly with the production
Right.
because vocally Luther was definitely good, but with the first two albums, Luther and Larkin Arnold, who was like one of the cats that was working with Epic, Columbia Records. If you guys seen my video about why Marvin Gaye left Motown, y'all know who Larkin Arnold is. They were both working
Hmm.
on it, and Larkin had that traditional soul sound. But then with this one, he was working with Marcus Miller, and Marcus Miller, very dope producer who's worked with countless people like Mariah Carey, Miles Davis, Michael Jackson, and he's known for like the more synth heavy ordeal, the keyboards, emphasis on the keyboards and stuff like that, which is cool, but certain songs I was just kind of like not really feeling and shit like that. Like
Right.
I liked Busybody, but I didn't care for the I Wanted Your Love track like that.
I have an issue with that song too.
Okay, all right. The duet with Dionne Warwick was okay, but
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't great. Well, the reason why I don't
Mm-hmm.
consider this album a complete failure because it ended off with the Superstar Until You Come Back to Me. That's what I'm going to do,
Right.
which I feel like that's like one of
Yeah.
Luther's best vocal performances. Until You Come Back to Me. Ironically, that's the Aretha Franklin track right there. From the '70s and stuff. So overall, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5 and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like not his best, but to me, this might be his weakest in the '80s. I'm just gonna be real.
I love Superstar Until You Come Back to Me. That's a classic song.
Yes.
Classic Luther. Um Even with the title track, it was long. It was 7 minutes and 25 seconds. But
Mm.
it was a long track. It was I like the way that on this song on the song like Luther can ad lib, and whatever ad lib that he's singing, the background singers are following his lead. So it was like they almost sound like parrots. Like he could whisper and they would whisper along with him.
Right.
And on the song for the sweetness of your love, he proclaims, I'll set fire to Smokey the Beer for your love. I'll even wrestle Mr. T. I'll go 10 rounds with Sugar Ray for your love. You
Okay.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That was a dope song. Um, Sugar, I'll let you slide. He's saying, be my sugar and spice in the morning. Well, all right, I'll let you slide tonight. That's a dope song. That song though, it sounded like something I could hear Jermaine Jackson on.
Really?
Yes, and like '80s Jermaine, like when he was doing, you know, Dynamite. Like just the instrumental alone, I could hear Jermaine on that.
Okay.
I wanted your love. It's a nice track, but it does have that '80s cheese to it, that retro pop, and that's another song where I could hear the Jets or even New Edition on that song. Like if you put that song on New Edition's second album, I think it would fit right in.
I agree.
And it's to me, I felt like it was a depart, like the sound of the album was a departure from his first two albums.
He
It,
wanted
it,
to
it
go for
was
that old
more
school.
because at that time, like Thriller had came out, and they were, it's almost like they didn't come out and say, oh well, he was competing with Michael Jackson, but I felt like, being that Thriller was like the biggest album at that time, a lot of artists might have felt some type of way, like, yo, like maybe I gotta
Yeah.
pad in my album, like Thriller. It was a
Cause like
game changing album,
right.
so I felt like it was like it was more, it had that more of a retro '80s R&B pop sound to this album, and it wasn't Luther's sound in my opinion. Like on certain songs you have Luther, but there's other songs where it don't sound like Luther. Like he was trying something different at that time.
I agree.
So I would give it a solid 3.5. But like for people that love that retro '80s sound, then this is the album for you. But I felt like his first two were great, and then like he found himself again on the next album we talk about.
Yeah, and mind you, it's funny how you mentioned Michael Jackson because both MJ and Luther were on Epic Records too. So,
Right, exactly.
Mhm.
yep.
Yeah, I'll admit, Busybody is not a favorite Luther album of mine. To be honest, I guess it was probably just the production and of how it was done that really had me really uninterested in. I'll admit, I'll let you slide and Superstar. Those were I guess the only tracks that I liked. The duet he did with Warwick, it was okay. But other than that, this album really just didn't do it for me like that.
And I thought I would be the only one that would kind of think that because I
Hmm.
know a lot of Luther fans they kind of defend this album and stuff.
Right.
But yeah,
Hmm.
now in my opinion, the next two Luther albums are kind of tied up as my favorite. Next to Never Too Much, and we're gonna start with The Night I
Hmm.
Felt Love. Whew.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, this was definitely when Luther was really at his bag. Marcus Miller is still here, but they got their shit together pretty much. Um, I'm just gonna keep it above. I do not like the song "If Only for One Night." I'm just
Oh
gonna be
wow.
What?
do not like that song.
I didn't expect to hear that.
Oh, you're gonna be expecting to hear a lot of
Me
shit
neither.
with these next couple albums. So
Wow.
yeah, and I don't know. It's like one of those adult, contemporary, mushy kind of songs. I'm not really fan of and stuff like that. But everything else, I love.
Mm,
Like "Wait for Love." Oh my God, that's a classic. The Soul Train performance
yeah.
of that song, y'all should check it out.
Right.
Of course, his legendary cover of "Creepin'," creep, 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 creep.
Hmm.
Y'all know
Yeah.
about that song. Y'all remember that episode of Martin when? Oh, you got the vinyl. Okay, turn up.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Y'all remember the episode of Martin when the plumber died and they were trying to have a fucking Tommy
Hmm.
eulogy, and he was like creep, say creep 5 times, and then Pam and G were like creep, creep, creep. Yeah,
Oh
classic,
man.
classic episode and shit. What else? I love the song "The Night I Fell in Love." Another dope song. "Until My Baby Comes Home" was pretty good. Shout out to Billy Preston, rest in peace to him. He played the organ solo on that track. Yeah, this is like another 5 out of 5 classic. in my opinion. I mean, minus the fucking "If Only for One Night" track, which I'm like I said, I might be in the fence, but I'm not a fan of that song. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all take it away.
Like I said, like this album to me was a return to form for him. Like he found his sound again on this album with the production and the different songs, like "Till My Baby Comes Home." Love the chorus on that, and really funky track. The Night I Fell in Love, really dope track as well. If only for one night, that was like a big hit for him when this album dropped. And I love that song "Creeping." That was solid. My sensitivity, another solid track. What's the other one? Wait for Love, another solid cut. Definitely one of Luther's best albums during this time. And I even like the album cover, and he just looked like a like real smooth, and that definitely a five mic album. And I wanted to ask you, Reg, like what happened between the first album and and like by the time this album came out, because like you could tell the weight difference on Never Too Much. He was skinny, and then on like you get to the second album and this album, and like he blew up.
Well, see, it's funny how you mentioned that because I'm actually on his Wikipedia page and stuff like that because there was something I have to mention regarding the second album. But apparently, when Luther's always been like a private celebrity, a private person, so he lost all the weight. And mind you, the mid '80s was the time when the whole AIDS epidemic was coming out, and
Right,
a lot of people thought, oh, he has AIDS, HIV, whatever, and stuff like that. Because the first sign is you lose a lot of weight and stuff.
right.
So Luther pretty much sued the British magazine that first published the rumor and stuff like that. Because pretty much Luther's just been working out or whatever.
Hmm.
But then like you said, he had that yo-yo diet, unfortunately. So
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
Mm. Yeah, the night I fell in love. This album was, I'll admit, I'll admit, way better than Busybody. I still can't believe Red said if only for one night. He did not like that song. I mean, that's the most memorable song off this album that I would hear a lot on the radio. Besides that, or Creep or Wait for Love. So so yeah, yeah, definitely whole a whole lot better than Busybody.
Yeah.
I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. I'll just wait to get my tea later because there's not even that many albums we're gonna talk about left. So fuck it. Besides, I'm having to get enough time right now. Now, my favorite Luther album, possibly. Whenever an R&B singer leans on the album cover,
Yes. The
it's gonna
lean.
be some fire, and this is no exception. Give me the motherfucking reason. That's not the title though, but I'm just saying. Um, this was released in 1986. But around the time this album was released, he was going through some tragedy around this time. Apparently he was driving a car. He actually got into like a car accident in early '86 and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah, and so I want to say like his friend or brother Larry Salvamini, no, like his friend got killed in a collision.
Right.
Luther, he actually faced manslaughter charges because of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And so,
mm,
and he was not. They said he was under the influence or whatever, but at the same time, Larry's family was supportive of Luther, but they filed a wrongful death suit against him and stuff like that. And that's got settled out of court and shit like that. And he was still producing for like Diana Ross, and he did vocals for "Part Time Lover," the Stevie Wonder song. And so
mm,
when he did the "Give Me the Reason" album, it was pretty much a rejuvenated Luther and stuff like that. Um, yeah, this, in my opinion, this has more of an '80s sound, but it's done right. The title track that was on the soundtrack for Ruthless People. I've never seen the movie Ruthless People. Um, I would say Danny DeVito was in that movie. That
Yeah,
the
I
with
saw it like when I was little. I remember it.
yeah, I know. I saw Bette Midler was like in every movie back in that '80s and shit.
Hmm.
God,
Richard Dreyfuss, I think, is in that film.
yeah.
Yeah.
Stop to Love. And this is when Luther was really having them high pitched background vocals, them female background for like the stop
Right.
and stuff.
Hmm.
What else? The duet with Gregory Hines. There's nothing better than love. That's a pretty dope duet. Gregory Hines, rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Dope dancer, actor, entertainer.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, man, one of the greatest in my opinion. Very very dope album in my opinion. Like very slick. I love the way it's produced, very slickly produced and
Right.
whatnot. This is when really he was really getting that respect in the industry and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Got a lot of American Music Award nominations. Got a lot of Grammy noms for this album and stuff like that. Again, a 5 out of 5. Possibly, yeah. This is a very, very, very good album.
Yeah. There's easily a good 6 songs that's my favorite on here. When you talk about songs like So Amazing, classic record, I Gave It Up, See Me, um, the last track, Anyone Who Had a Heart, I love that last track. It was a real beautiful song. Really got me in the mood on this Valentine's Day. Nice saxophone on that. Nice beat. I really didn't mean it. Classic. My favorite song on here. I really didn't mean it. Nice beat. Love the chorus. He's talking about he told his baby, he told his girl bye bye, and he really didn't mean it. And love that song. The one song I have an issue with, but it was a big hit, was Stop to Love. Again, like that song could have been on the what's the album, the Busy Body album.
Well, okay. I'm
It's a big hit. No, I get it. It was a big hit for that time. It's a big hit. I'm not downing it. I'm saying it could have fit on that album. And like, to me, like when I hear that song now in 2021, it sounds like it could have been left off of the Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack. Cause like when I hear it, I think Axel Foley. You know what I'm saying? But it was a big hit. I remember that song. I remember watching the video when it came out. But it just brought me back to like that movie. But it's definitely a great, a solid album. Definitely five mics. Vintage Luther on this album. It's definitely a classic.
Yeah, give me the reason. This is the only Luther album that I have, thanks to Reg for getting me this album last year.
I forgot I got you that album too.
Yeah, cause I showed it to my mom and I asked her, and I think she told me she don't even have that album. So,
Wow.
Oh shit.
but a lot of the songs off here, I know she knows and she loves, and definitely my favorite joints off this album are "Stop to Love," "Anyone Who Had a Heart," um, "So Amazing." I mean, hey, who could really say those weren't like the biggest songs ever? Especially the title track, "Give Me the Reason."
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Mm.
Yeah, man. And I see like a lot of people on the chat love "Give Me a Reason" too. So
Who had the best lean on the album
Hey,
cover? Was it Michael or Luther?
Michael.
oh
My,
Lord, come on.
and
Michael
Luther
had the
looked kind of
all white.
skinny.
Michael had the all white suit, man. Come on, you can't top that.
Luther looked like he lost some weight on the album cover too.
Yeah, Luther had the second best lean.
Okay.
But we cannot sleep on Prince's lean on the Love Sexy album when he was
Oh
butt.
yeah, yeah. No, he was naked though. He was naked.
Oh
He
god.
had the naked lean.
Y'all can't sleep on that album.
Oh my god.
Who else? Didn't Jaheim lean on an album cover?
Did he?
What?
You have one?
Didn't
I know
Jaheim
there's
lean
one he's
on?
sitting down in a chair. Was he leaning?
Yeah,
Okay.
I could have sworn Jaheim had a lean going on.
Was that the first album or
But
the second
anyway,
one?
like I'm not the biggest Jahi
Right,
fan, so I'm asking.
right.
Oh,
Who,
I got it. I got to check.
so yeah. So we're gonna get to Any Love. Now I gotta keep it a buck with y'all. I was not really raised too much on the Any Love album. I love the song.
Right.
I love the cover of Love
hmm
Won't Let Me Wait with Mark with the Major Harris cover, but
hmm
Right.
this album was pretty much a refresher for me. And so as I was skimming through the album and shit, I definitely fuck with the album. It's not like that. It's not touching Give Me a Reason, but it's not a disappointment like Busybody, if that makes sense. The title track alone, I love that track.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's I love the beat to it. I know somebody sampled that. I think it was either Lil Kim
Oh wow.
or Foxy, one of them two.
Yeah, I think it was Foxy
Yeah, Foxy on
from
the
on was it? It was on Il Nana.
Yeah, nah, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hate comparing those. Ugh, okay. Anyway, but yeah, what else? The Love Won't Let Me Wait. That's like next to House is Not a Home. That's like my favorite Luther Vandross cover.
Right.
He kind of well, damn, I forgot to mention the Endless Love, which I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save it for next week. I'm gonna save that for next week because I got a lot of
okay.
things to say. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. But the She Won't Talk to Me track was okay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Um, yeah, this album was okay. I'll give it a 4.5. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a very solid, not his best, but not his worst, but not a disappointment. That's the best way to put it.
Definitely a solid album. Tracks like "Come Back" and "I Wonder," "For You to Love." Definitely enjoyed all of those. Of course, "Any Love," a big hit single on this album, and love the chorus. Everyone needs a love, no doubt. Love that real mid tempo, the bass line, the
hmm
pianos. Yeah, it's a solid album. Yeah, I don't feel like it's on par with Never Too Much and The Night I Fell in Love and the Forever album, but definitely a solid project by Luther. So I'll give it a solid 4.
I like the Any Love album. Yeah, not only just because of the title track. I mean, that's always going to be a given. I like Love Won't Let Me Wait. I didn't know it was a cover of a song, but the way when Luther did it, I mean, he made it into his own.
Right.
And I like I Know You Want to. That's another song I like on this album. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm surprised it really didn't do as good compared to the other ones. I mean, Rolling Stone gave it like 3 out of 5, and then someone I guess had the nerve to say there were some who felt that Vandross suffered a slump when this album only reached the platinum level after 2 consecutive double platinum.
Right.
Well, at that time, New Jack Swing
I
was really
guess.
popping.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to cut
Oh
you.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that was. Mm.
Yeah. But we're gonna get with that with the Power of Love album. But before we get there, I do have to give a mention to the Best of Luther Vandross, the Best of Love compilation, which I'm gonna give it a bug. This was actually my introduction to Luther Vandross. Oh, you got that shit too, bad.
Yes,
Okay.
double album.
Yes. Yeah, I remember I used to have a lot of memories
Oh wow.
sneaking downstairs, listening to that shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, my dad never used to let me mess with a CD collection unless he's right there and
He
shit.
said, "Don't you ain't touching that boy."
Right.
Oh wow.
And what I loved about this one was not only did it have like this is like one of the best compilations because it picked all of the classic
Yeah.
songs and whatnot. But it also had the songs from Change,
Right.
Glow of Love, the Searching Joint, and it ended up with one of my favorite Luther Vandross songs, Here and Now.
Here and now,
Dun dun dun.
I
I
promise
promise
to
to
love, love,
love
love.
faithfully.
Classic.
Woo! I mean, that song right there, that was actually his first single to chart the top 10 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah.
A lot of people would say that's like his breakout song in the pop charts or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember when he appeared on 227 when Mary's best friend, I want to no no Brenda or whatever, I think that's her name, got
Mm-hmm.
married to that tall motherfucker, and he sang the song. Yeah, yeah, her husband in real life, that tall dude. I forgot his
Mm-hmm.
name.
Oh well.
Yeah, man. Rest in peace to both of them though. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. And it was the one they were in Vegas. I love that performance and shit. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, man. That's a classic episode. And yeah, man. I love Here and Now. The video is pretty cool too and shit. So
Mm-hmm.
if y'all have anything to say about Here and Now, that's cool. I just had to throw that out there.
Classic song. The compilation has mostly like his ballads.
Yes.
Compared to the fast stuff, it's mostly like the ballad stuff. Here and now is the last song on here. You got Any Love and Searching. So it's mostly like his ballad stuff on this compilation.
Right. At least they picked the right one. So
Yeah. Makai was good.
you have anything to say about Here and Now, Ash? Or you good, Ash? Oh, I think okay, okay, I'm
You lost her again.
it's cool. But we can just go to Power of
Yeah.
Love. Oh, yeah, here she comes. Yeah, you good, Ash?
Yeah, yeah, my signal, I guess, must have kept going in and out.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
Yeah, it's just been annoying.
Trust me, I know the feeling. I'm surprised this webcam is working the way it is right now. Cause, but I was asking if you had anything to say about the Here and Now track.
Yeah, here and now, definitely an unforgettable song from Luther's career. Just a timeless song, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just one of those joints that never gets old.
I agree. Definitely. Dare I say, I feel like that's his signature track.
Hmm.
I would say one of his signature songs.
Yeah. And last but not least is, in my opinion, a very interesting album, the Power of Love album. This came out in 1991.
Hmm.
New decade, new sound.
Right.
I'm not gonna deny that. But this one I go back and forth with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It has very good songs on this album, like Love, Power. She doesn't mind the rush. But then it has some songs. Like I said, it's not bad, but it's like I have to think like the don't want to be a fool. I don't like the fucking video when he's outside with the fucking flowers. Um, Ronnie, that was actually Never Let You Down album, which I'm gonna save that for next week. I'm gonna save that for next week. So, um, the duet with Martha Wash, I mean, that was okay. I will
Right.
have nothing. It was like he was kind of experimenting a little bit with New Jack Swing because, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
1991 was a very weird year for R&B because Michael was doing the whole New Jack Swing with Dangerous, which that was dope.
Yes.
Prince,
Yeah,
Diamonds and Pearls, which that was
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Right.
Patti LaBelle with The Burning, which was very good.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think Aretha's 91 album has some New Jack Swing touches towards it too. Um, but yeah, with Luther Power of Love, it's like a little bit of New Jack Swing, but a little bit of soul, a little bit of adult contemporary. Like I said, it's not a bad album. It's not a bad album. I will give this like a 4.5 out of 5, just to be fair, because it's not. You have to listen to it a couple of times to appreciate it.
Right.
Right.
Well, I mean, would you consider like this album Luther's New Jack Swing album?
Most definitely.
Cause he had bangers on here. When I mean bangers, like you can throw it in and they're like, you know what I'm saying? It's knocking. You know what I'm saying? Like the Rush. That's one of my favorite songs. That's a banger.
Ooh,
Fire joint. I love the beat on that.
yes, sir.
Um, Emotional Love. I can tell you that bangers. She Doesn't Mind. The first track on the album. Fire. Power of Love. That was like the big hit when this album came out, and you know like you know when you've made it, when you got like people from the hip hop community referencing that song. The song with Sheik and Jada Ten Hut. There's a part on in Jada's verse where he says, I'm in the coop knocking to Luther, the power of love. Classic. That's the type of respect Luther had from the hip hop community. So I feel like this was definitely a like I love like a lot of the tracks on here were banging. Definitely a solid album. So I would give it like a solid 4.
Respect.
Yeah, the Power of Love album. I mean, don't get me wrong. The title track itself definitely a timeless classic, and you know, I think this was the only album I really didn't get a chance to listen to all of it tonight before hopping on, but from what I've been hearing a lot lately about this album, it's definitely another one of his best in his discography.
Yes. Yeah, man. No, I don't have the book, Sam, but I read the book before. And that concludes part one of the Luther Vandross breakdown.
This was
Part
fun.
two next week.
This was fun.
This was dope. I
Yeah,
like this.
this was good.
Yeah. I'm gonna make some tea right quick.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. This tequila's getting to me right now.
Ronnie said he give the Beth the Luther 5 mics.
I, I don't blame you. That's a
Yeah.
dope compilation.
I think I'm gonna be
Mhm.
playing this later this week. I'm gonna play some Luther.
I gotta show y'all something when I come back too.
All right.
All right.
By the way, shout out to the chat because y'all been having me intrigued with these comments and shit. Y'all been having trouble with some of these comments. Y'all just giving out good energy today. I like it.
Yeah. OJ's cry together. What's good, Q?
Mm.
What are some of people's like favorite songs for Valentine's Day? Like you have one, Ashley? Like a
What
favorite
was it?
song? Like what would be like a favorite song you play for Valentine's Day?
No, you kept cutting out. What were you saying?
I said what would be like a favorite song you would play for Valentine's Day?
Mm. Well, I never really considered that before, to be honest. It would just really depend. I don't know. Maybe not just because we were talking about Luther stuff tonight. I guess
Mm,
maybe one of his will be something.
right. My favorite wrestlers from the Ruthless Aggression. Chris Benoit, RVD, um, Eddie Guerrero. Rest in peace to him.
Yeah.
Those type of wrestlers. Sam said, I'm imagining an old dirty bastard and Luther Vandross doing a duet. I could see that, but I don't see for Luther. I don't remember any. I don't know if Luther would do that with a Wu-Tang Clan
No,
member. That's the thing.
I could not imagine
Yeah,
Luther
that would
doing a
be that
song
would
with
be dope. That would be a
ODB. I'm
dope
sorry.
collab. But Luther would probably say no to that. You know.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if back then if Luther would be open to
Right.
doing a song with
With
someone from
ODB.
Wu Tang. I don't
Right.
know.
And he's singing on it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. I don't know. I don't know how that would work.
Makai said my favorite Valentine's song is "Cry for You," Jodeci, and "Don't Leave Me." I'm assuming that's with the Blackstreet joint. "Don't Leave Me." Luther did a collab with the Spice Girls. I never heard that. I wasn't a
Wait,
Spice
what?
Girls fan, so he did a collab with the Spice Girls.
Wait, who in the world said Luther did a collab with Spice Girls?
Makai said that. I don't know how true
What?
it is.
When was this?
I never listened to the Spice Girls, so I don't. I wouldn't know.
I've listened to the Spice Girls and I have their stuff. So
Right. Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
mm, I like. Excuse me. Excuse me. I like Scary and Sporty.
Yeah, scary. Mel B. Mel B was always the cute one to me in that group.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the crazy thing is, I guess whoever the person was, I guess discovered them or
Hmm.
whoever, the guy really didn't take the time to know their names. So I guess he decided like, okay, let's come up with I guess your stage
Right.
names or stage nicknames or whatever. So I guess that's how they ended up with each of the names that they were given.
Right. And they gave the black woman
Yeah.
Scary Spice.
No, I think Mel B got her nickname because of her loud personality.
Oh, okay.
What y'all talking about?
And I guess the
That's
whole
funny.
like in your face attitude. I guess.
Right.
But like when you see her on TV and stuff, she
Yeah.
don't look
She don't
scared.
look scary, right?
What y'all talking about? Gorilla Glue Girl?
The Spice Girls.
Oh, I heard scary. I just heard it was Gorilla Glue Girl. Whew, man. Well, what the hell did I just miss in the chat? I'm seeing news. I'm seeing Tupac.
Luther did a song with R. Kelly. When was this?
I think it was like the late '90s. He did. I forgot the song.
On R. Kelly's album?
No, I think R. Kelly on Luther's album.
Oh,
Yeah, next week is gonna be interesting.
right.
Yeah.
Oof. So how was everyone's Valentine's Day?
It's just another day.
Just another day.
Just
Yeah.
another day.
Yep. What's my favorite years in the WWE? When CM Punk was there. That was like the favorite years. After CM Punk left, it got boring, and they tried to. I mean, the Shield was good when they brought the Shield in. That era was good too, but it's not how it used to be. He said the Spice Girls did a Luther rendition.
Really?
Wait, what?
They did a cover up song with "Ain't No Stopping Now."
What?
I don't know. I don't listen to the Spice Girls. I want to know.
Wait, they did?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did, and I did not know that. This news to me.
Yo, Q, I already said my thoughts earlier, but low key, Janice controls the top of the charts at the moment, so that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Basically.
Mm.
And it's always fuck Timberlake on this channel.
Not for me. Only the solo stuff I like from him though. Oh man,
What new albums you're looking for this year? To be honest, man, I'm not looking. I'm just focused on my own shit.
I don't even know what's coming out this year. What is coming out this year that we can look forward to?
Mm.
Well, allegedly, Detox is coming out this year.
Yeah, okay,
Allegedly, Muddy Waters 2 is coming out this
okay.
year.
We've been hearing that for how long? Last 20 years,
15 years.
15 years. It ain't coming out.
The Lil Wayne Joel Santana album.
That's not coming out.
Mm.
Yo,
The LL Cool J Q-Tip album.
oh Lord. I have hope for that. For because Q-Tip is a dope producer. I have hope for that one.
If Jay Z can drop some jewels at 51 years old, man,
Right.
I
Second
have faith
L.
in LL.
And he it's time. Like we haven't gotten a solid LL album in years. It's time for him to drop a good one.
Like, all I
Mm.
just gotta say, y'all might talk shit about LL. I have faith in LL. I feel like he'll drop a classic album in this day and
I
age.
don't know about classic.
If Bustin can drop some ELE2 and Nas can drop King's, I have faith.
Yeah, Busta waited what 11 years?
Well, it was 11 years worth
Uh,
the wait.
right.
Because we've been hearing about that album for years, too, remember?
Yeah.
Why am I listening to this much?
What's your favorite boy bands from the 80s and 90s? I don't have any. I got New Edition, if you want to call them a boy band, and New Kids on the Block. That's it.
Would y'all consider the Youngsters a boy band? Because
No. The Youngsters? No.
Who?
Hell no. Immature. Immature was a boy
I
band than the
don't know who
Youngsters.
they are. I don't know who they even are. So
they were a hip hop group, Ash. But they were actually a dope kid hip hop group compared to like the other ones at that time.
Immature. Immature was a boy band,
mm,
right? Would you
Of
consider
course, they
them
were
boy band?
yeah.
They were under Chris Stokes, so of course.
Oh my God! Stop.
Yo, that nigga Razby. You know what? That's not funny. Let me stop. Let me not.
Raz, we need to give that up, man. We've been hearing about that for years, yo. Like if he
Yeah,
ain't coming out now, he's not gonna come out ever.
go there.
But still, you can only give up something like that.
Nope.
Like
You
they,
can't
they
force the dude to come out though. Like, I've been hearing about this since like '07 when Wendy used to talk about this. You know,
Right.
I'm just
he's
going.
not gonna come out. You can't force him to come out. He has to want to come out and admit to what he did.
He did. He said, "I don't
Oh,
do
he
that."
came out.
Chris Stokes said, "I don't do that shit no more."
That's what he said.
Yeah, this nigga legitly
What
said,
the
"I
hell?
don't do that shit no more."
So why isn't he like arrested? I don't understand that.
That's a good ass question
Mm.
because y'all book Cosby. I'm just saying. I'm just
That's
saying.
crazy.
I mean, y'all done killed Sandra Bland in prison and shit. I mean,
Uh, Zion said, "How do you feel about Nas making songs with Little Nas X and Little Durk? I don't like it. I think he's trying to
Dirk.
appease to this young generation, and he shouldn't be doing that.
Boy, I can't even
Again,
tell
the
which
same way I
Nas.
felt about Eminem doing that shit. He shouldn't be doing that.
I can't even tell which Nas I'm listening to. That Nas. I'm just like, of course, Nas to do a song with Lil Nas X.
Of course.
First of all, it's
Yeah.
disrespectful calling yourself
Mm.
Lil Nas X. That's like me calling myself 3 Pac.
Oh boy.
That's like
um.
me calling myself Reggie John. That's like me calling myself Reggie DeBar Jackson.
Uh. BJ said, "How do you feel about Ryan Leslie? I think he was a talented artist. I
Mm.
haven't heard nothing from him in years.
I don't care for him. Dude. What
You
you got?
know, I liked the Transitions album. That was dope. I liked his first album. Um,
I never
I
got
forgot.
into him to be real.
He was actually good. He was a good producer, good singer. You know, he worked with a lot of different artists.
Hmm.
Fabulous and
Ugh,
I think Carrie Hilson he worked with as well.
ugh.
Yeah.
You are not convincing me. You mean Trump
Wow.
supporter? You mean Trump supporter dangerously in love, hit in the
Oh
head
Lord.
carrier?
Oh man. Madlib. Makai said Madlib got an unreleased song with NSYNC. When was this? I
What?
never Never heard that.
Yeah, let's keep that unreleased.
Mm.
I'm gonna watch Black Messiah tonight. Actually, I'm gonna actually watch that from tonight because I've been wanting to see that.
I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. 'Cause I gotta work on music tonight, and I don't want to fall asleep watching it.
Uh, it's 22 years ago that Big L was murdered. Rest in peace to Big L.
Oh yeah.
We lost a legend. You didn't like Dipset, Zion? What? Dipset was the crew, them and G Unit back in the 2000s.
Well, I can't get mad. 'Cause I'm not the biggest Dipset fan like that, so I can't
You
get mad about
you
that.
prefer G Unit over Dipset?
That's a good. I kind of prefer Dipset over G Unit to be real in terms of classic albums.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
Loki, I just feel
Dipset
like
was.
Joel's kind of wasted his potential if you keep it a buck with you.
I agree with that.
I
They
feel
were
like
they were
Cameron carried Dipset for a while, Loki.
Dipset was the crew, man. Bird Gang, Mel Matrix, Stack Bundles, Max B.
Oh yeah. Shamar! Kuja!
Coogee, what's good?
Hey. Oh yeah. Yeah. I meant to tell y'all he was going to say something about leaving a silly comment in the chat.
He always does that shit. Yeah, Shamar, say something. Yeah, say something about my Ampharos and shit.
I fuck with Dipset. Dipset is that's the crew right there, man.
I feel like Jim Jones has better albums now than he did when he first started. I'll give you that.
I agree with that.
But only run away. He said about to run away and never come back. Well, I told this nigga Eric to come up here. I don't know what this nigga at, yo.
Are you a fan of India
that
Ari?
that you know what? That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite what the f videos that you and him did. To be real.
Shit. I know we got to do the Spice Girls video.
Oh Lord.
Hmm.
I was thinking about doing one of the Usher videos from Confessions when he's on his knees crying and shit.
You mean the Confessions Part Two?
Yeah. Anytime when
Oh
R&B
wow.
niggas, let's do a video where R&B niggas cry and beg. Like Ruben said is sorry, Usher's Confessions.
Good lord.
Anytime a motherfucker cries or begs or acts a damn fool, R. Kelly's I Can't Sleep.
Oh
I
Lord.
mean, we already did Rick James, Ebony Eyes, and
That's
shit.
my favorite song. That's my favorite song by him.
I Can't Sleep. I love that song too. But when he's on his
And
knees
you know what?
crying,
That was the first R. Kelly song I ever heard in my entire life.
really,
Yeah, for real. Cause one of my parents had that album that we discussed last year.
and he was leaning on that album too.
Yeah, and one of my parents had that song on repeat on the stereo system that my dad had, and I would hear it like all the time.
Fabulous got decent albums. He ain't got no classic albums though.
No, I agree with Q. He's trash.
He- I like some of his
I
albums. I
never was
like
into
Ghetto Fabulous.
Fabulous like that.
Street Dreams is
I was
dope.
never into Fabulous like that.
Right.
I liked him when he did I liked when he did Trade It All with Jagged Edge for the
Mm,
Barbershop soundtrack. I
that was
liked
dope.
that.
Another
I
trash.
liked when he had that song "Make Me Better" with Neo.
Mm,
I liked when he was on "She Got Her Own" with Neo and Jamie Foxx. That wasn't
right.
bad.
Right.
It's just
But other than that, like at his actual albums, I
Yeah.
never listened to none of his albums.
No classics. See, his mixtapes are better, but he got some decent albums. There's just no classics.
his
Mm.
flow is just lazy. And when people say
No.
he's a ripoff of Mace, that's a disrespect to Mace.
Mm.
Because Mace got sleep. I hate when y'all
No.
motherfuckers sleep on Mace. I might have to do a top
Yeah.
five Beast songs. I don't
No,
know what the fuck.
Fabulous can spit when he want to though. When he want to, but he does sound lazy on certain songs.
He does. Like I'm fabulous. Step your game up, Fab. Like, come on, man.
Makai said his dad said Fabulous is better than Fat Joe. Not his discography though.
Who?
Fat Joe discography is better than Fabulous on.
Even in Fat Joe's worst days, he
Mm,
still shits all over Fab.
mm.
Lyrically, I think he's better than Fat Joe, but his discography is not better than Fat Joe's.
Hell no. Hell no.
What?
I'm sorry, but I mean, I'm sorry, but even if Joe had niggas writing for him, the way he came off, his delivery was way better than Fab's. Like on fucking the automatic with KRS One.
Right.
Yeah, he ate that shit.
Sam said, "Can you review the first Jadakiss album?"
That's coming up. Cause Kiss of Death, man. I just
Well, it depends on what albums from Nas you consider a classic and not a classic. Because I mean, people got different ones.
this word classic, man. Oh my god.
It's thrown around too much.
No shade to you, Zion, but it's just like
It is.
Yeah.
it's like an album can be released for 2 weeks and it's already a classic.
Exactly.
But if something's like very different, or if somebody wants to do something in their own lane or some shit like that,
Mhm.
they have to. It has to take years and years
Mhm.
for it to have that cult classic. You know what I'm
To
saying?
to me,
Right.
Zion, the albums got bad when Hip Hop is Dead came out. Like I'll skip Nostradamus because Nostradamus I like more songs on that than Hip Hop is Dead. You
And
know.
and Nas, like just like Jay-Z, he has that roller coaster discography because one time he'll
Right.
drop a good album, next time he'll drop
Hmm.
an album that's not up to par and shit like that. Like,
Right.
and that's why when I say motherfuckers like Cool G rap
Hmm.
discography is close to flawless. Hell, Tupac's discography is very consistent, man.
Right.
Kendrick Lamar, out. Well, hold on, let me think. Let me think.
What's a bad Kendrick Lamar album?
I say, yeah, his album is discography is consistent. Never a
Right.
bad album. Hell, even I rather listen to Karen's ones from shit
So, a
57.
lot of hate for Fab right now, yo. What is going on? He's not the worst rapper, you know. But Fab got bars. He just don't have a classic album.
I listen to Fabulous over Chingy any day.
For real.
Mm.
I like Street Disciple, but it's not a classic double album. And Jay Z didn't have a classic double album. Yeah, I agree with BJ. Yes, Nas is chasing the bag right now, and that's what sucks because with artists like Eminem and him shouldn't be. I feel like they having to reintroduce their sound for this generation, and that's something that shouldn't be going on. Let this generation go back and listen to who they was back in the '90s.
Mm,
Do you prefer Illmatic or It Was Written?
man, I have to go with Illmatic.
Both of them are classics. I don't. I pick both. Both of them. You can't go wrong with either. Overweight Luther or Skinny Luther?
Oh
Oh,
Lord,
what
come
is
on, really?
it's not the third time I asked this shit.
Overweight
Why does
Luther.
everyone keep asking that?
Fat Luther made this best stuff to me.
Wow.
Fat Luther.
Y'all fucking man.
Mm.
Does May sound like Fabulous to you? Diddy don't sound like no.
No.
Diddy is not a real artist. Hell no. Diddy. How did you figure Diddy sound like Mason Fab?
He just sound like Mason Fab when
Mm.
he did that Dolly Boy remix though.
No, I never felt like Mace sound like Fab. I think Fab is probably was influenced by Mace. I don't think they have the same flow. Diddy son sound like Mace? Oh, what's the name? Kristen? Kristen sounds like Mace?
I don't give a fuck. I don't
Oh
listen.
yeah. Wait, what?
Oh, I had to show y'all something.
Yeah.
I'll just talk about fat
What?
man.
Or
Yeah, Mario Winans. That was a dope song.
what song?
The I don't want to know.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like that song.
that was dope. Peebo and Roberta. Wow,
Yeah,
classic.
yeah,
Mhm.
What's up with these mixed questions?
yeah, Ronnie. I don't like the So Def remix of Big Papa.
It was alright. It wasn't great.
I never listened to that one.
That
Is
shit
Mace
just
influential?
nah,
Influential to what? To the culture? To Bad Boy?
nah. He wasn't nah.
I think I mean after Biggie died, you had Mace. I think Mace carried the torch at that
Yeah.
point. But other than that, I don't. I mean, influential how though?
Man, Tupac does not have had albums since '06. So let's just stop right there. What's up, Danny? Welcome to the spot.
What up,
Um,
Danny?
Yeah.
I am nine. That's
Y-
we can talk about that
Yes,
one day. Cause
definitely. Center of attention.
yeah,
Underrated album.
oh
I love
yeah.
that album.
Say subscribe, and because we got Soul Survivor coming to 28 too. So
Yes. Best Kid and Play movie is Class Act over House Party. Wow,
I've heard a lot of people say that too.
interesting. I
What?
love House Party more, but Class Act was good.
I just don't like Chris Kid's
Yeah,
West Coast
yeah.
hairstyle. I'm sorry. To this day, the old dog, I just don't like it.
Man.
What you
You
didn't
want
like when Kid had the high top fade?
No, the high top was iconic when he had them little braids in the
Yeah,
early '90s. Because he was in the West Coast. Nah,
you wanted
Uh huh.
something different.
you can tell he was trying to.
Yeah.
Chris was like, nah, don't call
He
me
still
Kid.
got his hair like that.
Now you know what his hair.
Wait, he does.
Yeah,
Yeah, Coogee. Like look at my channel. We did like West Side reviews, Benny reviews,
yeah,
Armani Caesar, Conway.
yes.
Anytime the motherfuckers release shit, we've always been.
Hey, when you missed it, Coogee. When we did the listening session for what was it? It was Monty Caesar.
Yeah.
Conway's barber was in the chat, and that's really Conway's barber. Like he has his Instagram page cutting Conway's hair and everything.
Hmm.
You listening to Patty right now?
Yep.
Yeah, he was in there. I didn't know even know that was his barber. And he gave us his Instagram page to check out, and it was really him. The Watcher or Watcher Two.
Watching one.
I like both of them though. I like the one with Jay and Rakim. Watcher Two.
Yeah.
Rank some of your favorite Common albums, or will you be making a video on it?
We mentioned that too a while back ago.
Our favorite Common albums.
Yeah. We can do like a top five or some
Yeah,
shit.
we could do that.
Um, number one, of course, is B. Number two is One Day It Will Make Sense. Three is Like Water for Chocolate. Number four, Electric Circus. Number five, Resurrection.
What am I seeing here? People asking about The Bachelor. I don't watch The Bachelor. What happened on The Bachelor?
Yeah, some motherfucker. They always say them racist comments and shit. Fuck them motherfuckers.
Um, what do y'all think about Prodigy claiming Jay Z was part of the Illuminati? Well, I think he was. He has a medallion with the Illuminati symbol on it.
Man,
So does Carmelo Anthony.
all this Illuminati shit is funny. Everywhere it's like anybody could be in the Illuminati and shit.
Basically.
Oh my god.
Talking about, oh, what dance is he doing? That could be Illuminati. Like
Oh man. Doom or Sean P. Coogee asked.
it's like, oh, how come Beyonce
He
successful?
really-
Illuminati.
I prefer Sean P. I'm more of a Sean P. fan, but I love Doom, but I'm not a Doom stan.
I'm gonna go with Sean P.
Federal Star used to cut Rakim's hair back in the day. I didn't know that.
I can believe it because Onyx used to be barbers. That's how they met.
Federal, a man who has no hair.
Right, yeah. Y'all bald as hell and y'all used to be barbers. That's being done.
Like who you
Mhm.
cut? Houston
Is
Summers.
that a new one, Zion? Hold on. Please tell me that's a new one because I've been waiting for his video. Oh no, that's not.
I love Doom too. I think there's too many stands with the whole with Doom now though. The same way there's a lot of stands with Dilla.
And the motherfucker stands with Dilla. They don't listen to the JD shit.
Right. They only know Dilla shit, but he wasn't called Dilla when he first came out. Uh, yes, I do remember that film. Antoine Fisher. I saw that a long time ago. 80s Patti LaBelle or 90s Patti LaBelle.
Shoot, I haven't
Red,
heard most '80s albums from Kanye.
Red, you playing the Temples of Boom right now?
Yep.
I didn't hear Sam to say that. Sam, what's going on? You not in Reg's house right now? Yeah, they don't know about KMD exactly. They know up until they know Operation Doomsday, or they might know the Food album, and that's it. They don't know nothing else after that
Don't forget
because
Mad.
those are like the most posted albums from Doom's discography.
Don't forget Mad Villain.
Right, right, Mad Villainy. But if you ask them about Son of Yvonne, do they know that album? No.
Wonderful Villain.
Yeah, yeah. Do they know Vaude Villain? You know what I'm saying? It's like they only know the ones that people post on social media. Speaking of Fredro, I remember when I seen him on Moesha as a kid. I would have my clothes extra baggy. I tried to shave my head bald, but my mom wasn't going for that.
Hell no.
Oh my god.
Shit, parents
Oh
were scared of
shit.
Onyx back in them days and shit. Especially them how Federal used to have them caca shit.
I haven't watched the. I'm gonna watch the film tonight, and I'll give my thoughts on it. I haven't watched the film yet. Cypress Hill, yes, I love Cypress Hill. Ronnie said, would y'all consider Superstar Until You Come Back to Me overplayed?
Not really. Oh, I'm feeling really good right now.
Sticky Fingers, yes, he was my favorite in Onyx too.
Yeah, he was my favorite too.
Yeah. How y'all feel about House of Pain?
Underrated.
Definitely.
To me,
They
they
first two
have
albums are classic to me. Fine Malt lyrics and Same as It Ever Was,
yes.
fire.
To me, yeah, they made their better albums after the first one. And not a lot of people give them credit for that.
Right.
I need to get the Everlast Whitey Ford Swings and Blues album.
Yeah. I fuck with them. I fuck with House of Pain.
Oh yeah. I like them better than Dilated Peoples, keep it above.
I love both out groups. So favorite tracks from the Yeezus album.
Nothing.
I love was it a Black Skinhead, Blood on the Leaves, Bound. Um, was it New Slaves? I think that was the name of it. I thought Yeezus was a dope album. I know a lot of the Kanye fans don't care for it though.
Nah, Cool. I just find that music to be boring.
You hear this blasphemy, Coogee?
It's like all these West Coast alternate groups after Far Side, they get all of Far Side's credit, and that's what kind of annoys me. To be real with you, all the shit they done, Far Side did it first. That's all I'm saying.
I love Dilated Peoples, man.
Like
That's
Tokyo
a great group.
Five.
The platform, you don't like the platform?
Nah,
Wow, you hear this? That's crazy.
shit. Fuck the Firm album. I don't give a fuck.
What does the firm have to do with Dilated Peoples?
I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying fuck everything.
He said, "What about Diggable Planets? You like he like Diggable Planets, but you don't like Dilated Peoples."
I love Diggle. What you
Wow.
mean? Diggle plans with a group, man. Unpopular opinion. I like Diggle plans more than the Fugees.
Fuji's got one good album, so I can't argue with that. They got one good album. I don't understand why people get mad. Like the first album was trash. Let's be honest about that. They had one good album,
Yeah, the score shits all over that first.
but the one good album they have, it was a game changer.
Blended on reality. Should have been sleeping on reality.
That was bad, terrible.
I don't hear White Cliff. I don't hear White Cliff taking credit for that.
Oh man. Yeah, Souls of Mischief. I love Souls of Mischief.
Did
Great,
I ever
great
tell y'all the
group.
story about how I fucked this girl to Alicia Keys?
Which song?
The whole Diary of Alicia Keys album.
Oh, that's a great album too.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And this is when Shamar was living with me back in Ruffin. So I invited this girl over and shit. And he knows who she is and shit. And I literally just met her that day, and I was like, you know what? Let me fuck her to some Alicia Keys. And that song, "If I Ain't Got You,"
Oh Lord.
it
Oh God.
was that one song too. That track "Diary" with Tony
Yeah.
Tony Tony.
Hmm.
Yeah, man, I was grinding to that. Man, I fucked a girl to Low End Theory too from Tribe Called Quest.
What?
Yeah, I fucked a girl to Low End Theory and shit.
Oh my lord.
Bro,
What?
tomorrow, I do not like Eric Benet. What is
Eric Benet.
he knows I don't like Eric. But yeah, I fucked a girl to Low End Theory. It was actually an escort.
Right.
Yeah, man. It was back in the Ruffin days. Like when I tell you, me and Shamar used to live in Ruffin, man. All the stories, man, all the crazy shit. Like this ass Shamar, this nigga be like the audacity of this man. Shamar said your sex playlist probably makes no sense. You know what? Y'all gotta leave me alone. Yeah, Q, the Control album is skyrocketing. I'm telling you, we have a black woman for vice president, and it take this year for this album to finally get skyrocketed.
I remember. I think from Master Flex said something like that. That Pac was using that shooting to market his albums.
Man, Flex is a bitch ass nigga.
Wow, it's
Talking about
crazy.
he killed himself. I mean, he shot himself. Like, nigga, please.
Do y'all remember World Class Wrecking Crew? Yeah.
Yeah, when
Like
Dre was wearing the makeup and
yes,
shit.
yes. I got one of their albums on vinyl.
I might stay on for about 10 more minutes.
Virgo Girl is a trooper. List your favorite Kanye albums from least to favorite.
Mm,
From least to favorite. Least favorite would be That Wyoming album he did, and well, I didn't hear the last one. The Gospels, was it Jesus is King or something? That those two. Pablo, I like the bottom half of Pablo, not the first half of it. And then I like Jesus and um late registration. To me, his best stuff is like the early stuff, like College Dropout, 808 and Heartbreaks, Graduation, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I love those albums from him.
Yeah, I pretty much have to agree with you on that. Wyoming, Jesus King.
Right.
I didn't even hear the Jesus King bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not in that organized religion shit like that. But I'm just gonna be real. My late registration is my favorite. Graduation is my second. Um, college dropout is my third, but I feel like that gets overrated too much. And 808 is my fourth. Dark Twisted is my fifth, and then yeah,
What's the earliest West Coast hip hop song in history? I wouldn't even. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
probably some of the Too Short's earlier albums.
Right.
Or from Born to Matt. Because the early West Coast, it was like more influenced by like electronic music and shit.
Right. He said Zion said I lost respect for Pac who makes diss tracks for 11 months straight and not see the nigga.
You said what?
He said he lost respect for Pac who makes diss tracks for 11 months straight and not see the nigga.
Hmm.
Uh,
Paul Wall, I fuck with Paul Wall. I got this first two albums and there's another album I got from him. I didn't like Paul Wall back then. I appreciate his music now. You know, I wasn't really a big Swisher House fan like that. But he got some dope stuff though.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest Paul Wall fan, but I like some of his shit.
Better vocalist, Usher or R. Kelly?
Usher.
I got R. Kelly. I
oh,
saw the man. This
yeah.
man performed opera in concert. I don't think Usher could do that.
Robert. Okay. Oh wow. Paul Wall is my favorite white rapper besides Eminem. Okay.
Okay, that's something I've never heard nobody say that. That's dope.
Mm.
Sure, what should I listen to now?
Favorite Roberta Flack album?
Quiet Fire.
Remember Eminem had beef with Everlast. Yeah, I remember that.
I never heard that song running.
Love
Jesus.
sets you free. I don't remember that song at all.
Case.
Loving a Bullet. I saw that on cable one night with Tretch. He was playing like a hitman or something.
Oh wow.
How you feel about NF?
Who's
Who the
MF?
hell is, who the hell is NF? Who's NF?
You mean MF Doom?
No, he said NF. He said NF, not MF.
True. Favorite
Favorite
song?
song sampled by Barge and Switch.
There's so many.
Favorite
I
song
like
sample.
Kid
Huh?
Capri Billy.
Who the hell is NF?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
You said he's a white rapper.
Nick.
Never heard of him.
I cannot stand that "Best Man I Can Be" song though.
What?
Of course, I cannot stand that song.
I remember that song.
Why not?
Even the lineup sounds sweaty right now. Case, RL, Tyrese, Genuine.
Genuine
Oh, come
and
on, Reg.
Tyrese,
Really?
Genuine and Tyrese, they just love being in a group together, and they can't get along in a group. So why be in a group?
For the money. That's it.
Oh, for the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite song from Sade.
Yo,
Ooh, Your Love Is King.
he was only good for one song. Coogee. Don't tell RL that though. He thinks he's a legend.
NF, NF is a dollar store Post Malone. Bro, who
Oh
the fuck is
Lord.
this nigga, yo? Y'all having an argument over a motherfucker I don't even know about.
Never heard of NF.
Nick. Nick. What the fuck does NF stand for? No frontin'?
Mm.
No fucking?
Never heard of NF. Favorite Sade song?
Your Love Is King.
Sweetest Taboo. Sade is underrated. I don't feel like she's underrated at all.
Yeah. To me, she's exactly what she wants to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this D'Angelo verses and shit, because
Oh my God, no.
if it's D'Angelo
Surprise.
versus friends, I don't want it to be hella. I just want it to be one against one and shit. What the hell?
Wouldn't that be more fun if it's like surprise like guests and it's like he's battling all of them?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No?
They have to grab my attention with this. I don't
It's
know.
gonna be good because D'Angelo is never whack. He's gonna make sure it's a good show.
Because I feel like any artist going against D'Angelo, they're gonna lose.
Raphael Sadiq gonna lose to D'Angelo?
Yes.
Raphael Sadiq gonna lose to D'Angelo?
Yes.
I don't think he would lose to
Yes.
D'Angelo.
Because let
Hell
me tell
no.
you, D'Angelo's first 3 albums, there's not a bad song. You can pick any of those songs. Again, and I love Tony. I love Raphael, but he ain't touching no D'Angelo.
What? Wow.
He ain't touching no D'Angelo.
The blasphemy I'm hearing tonight from Reg alone.
D'Angelo is like the father, the god of neo soul and shit.
Oh my God.
If you were to put anybody against D'Angelo, man, you have to really think long and hard about this. Long and hard. That's why they have to put all the motherfuckers and shit.
Angie
'Cause
Stone. Angie Stone.
Now you know those two ain't gonna never be in a room together and shit.
No.
Hell,
It's-
first of all,
um,
fuck Angie Stone.
Music Soul Child, NDRE.
Music cannot touch no D'Angelo. Hell no. See, no one's touching D'Angelo. Nah.
It's gonna be interesting to see.
Like I said, they're gonna have to grab my attention with this because right now, I'm just like, mm-hmm. And y'all gotta stop disrespecting D'Angelo voice like that because he lost all that weight. So y'all gotta stop disrespecting that
Yo,
shit.
Coogie's stupid.
What, man?
He called him D'Angelo. Yo,
Y'all gotta stop disrespecting D'Angelo right there. That's what y'all not gonna do.
he gained that much weight, yo.
But he lost the weight, man. That's what
lost
y'all
the
not
weight?
gonna do, man. Y'all need,
I haven't seen him in a couple years.
You mean
Maxwell, Maxwell could be D'Angelo.
what?
Yes, Maxwell could be D'Angelo.
Hell no.
Maxwell can't be D'Angelo.
No.
What?
I love Maxwell. No.
Maxwell can't be D'Angelo.
Maxwell cannot be D'Angelo.
Wow. What are you smoking tonight, Reg? I want to know what's in that blunt.
Bro,
Maxwell can't beat
Well,
D'Angelo.
I
Maxwell his first 3 against D'Angelo 3 albums.
nigga, are you
Oh, man.
Brown Sugar, Voodoo, Black Messiah?
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
not even counting the Heaven Must Be Like This cover, the Your Precious Love cover, the shit he produced. Come on.
Urban Hang Suite, Embryo. That's not
Okay,
touching D'Angelo.
like I said, that might be that he might be his only competition, but D'Angelo is gonna shit all over Maxwell. I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you
The
guys.
blasphemy. You hear what he's saying, BJ?
Yo,
You hear
I'm
this
telling
shit?
y'all this right now. Hold up, man. Hold up.
Maxwell against you telling me D'Angelo will wipe the floor with Maxwell? I
Yes,
don't believe that.
yes. You know what?
Black Summer's Night Volume 1?
I gotta put some
That's
respect.
that's a classic album.
And fuck Maxwell, this woman's worst song. I can't stand that song.
Wow.
Yes, I'm going there tonight.
That's crazy.
I cannot stand that fucking song. D'Angelo never had a bad song.
Maxwell is not touching D'Angelo?
He's
Really?
not. He's not.
I don't get that. I don't
He
get
is
that.
not. D'Angelo can play a shit damn motherfucker.
So
The whole competition will be over. Shit damn motherfucker.
that's not even his best. That's not even his best song on there.
What's the best song on Brown Sugar
Lady.
then? Okay, I
Yeah.
won't argue with that. I won't argue.
And the remix.
The remix is better.
I love the
that.
remix.
I have not listened to the remix.
But the Voodoo album
That's a classic.
is a classic.
NBA is underrated though.
Yes, Eminem's over. Hold up. The She's Always in My Hair cover version with D'Angelo did? Come on. Damn, do I sound-
Maxwell can beat D'Angelo, yo.
Yeah, I think
Fortunate was a big hit for Maxwell.
Send It On was a big hit for D'Angelo.
Yeah. That would be a great battle.
That will be what. See, that's what Neo Soul needs. This whole Anthony Hamilton music soul child. Nah, nigga.
That's canceled.
Can't-
It's canceled.
Mm.
I want to, I want to see Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Ozzy Brothers have verses.
That would be good.
For real. Man.
Favorite R&B song that has curse words in it?
Shit, damn motherfucker.
Prince, Sexy Motherfucker.
Marvin Gaye. That Got to Get You Satisfied song. Where he's like, all this bitching too.
Man.
Alonzo D'Angelo was still in his prime though.
Maxwell's still in his prime. He just hasn't come out with shit in a couple years. We're
That
still waiting for
recent-
Black Summer's Night Part 3.
That recent Maxwell album that came out in 2016, it was alright.
That was good.
I didn't care.
Lake by the Ocean? You know like Lake by the Ocean?
Yeah, it was alright.
What?
I didn't care for now. I didn't care for now either. Believe it or not,
That had some joints on there though.
it did. But he played it safe on that one. To me, Maxwell's best was his first two in that Black Summer's Night '09.
But see, Maxwell don't do a lot of collabs though. That wasn't his thing.
Oh, Dave Hollister. That's another underrated cat.
Yeah. Ghetto Hymns, that's a dope album.
Dave Hollister and Jaheim. What y'all think about that versus?
I got Jaheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Jaheim too.
Jaheim was dope.
I cannot believe y'all say Maxwell will beat
Maxwell can beat D'Angelo, yes.
I cannot believe that, yo.
You said wipe the floor with him, like no. If it was D'Angelo against Jacquees, that's wiping the floor with somebody.
First of all, never put Jacquees and D'Angelo in the same sentence. That's what we're not going to do.
Maxwell and D'Angelo will be a great battle.
That's what you're not. You're not going to put Jacquees in the same breath.
I was trying to think of somebody of like right now.
That's the thing. There's not really not many R&B cats right now. Everyone.
Frank Ocean, The Weeknd.
The Weeknd, yeah.
The Weeknd against D'Angelo. Who
No, The
winning
Weeknd
that?
against Frank Ocean. That would be. Like I said, no.
Nah, The Weeknd is winning that. Because Frank Ocean ain't got a lot of stuff out.
But he has a lot of collabs though.
He has a lot of unreleased stuff, but he don't have like stuff that's official on albums though.
Like I said, y'all niggas cannot touch D'Angelo. No one's touching D'Angelo.
D'Angelo can be beat.
He's the
Maxwell can beat D'Angelo.
he's a Jesus Christ of neo soul. Like he's a savior.
What about Erica against D'Angelo?
Well, the king and queen of neo soul. Yeah, I can accept that.
Jill Scott.
I'm not gonna argue with that. But I love Jill, but nah. Now
No.
Jill against Maxwell, I can accept that.
Weekend against Bruno Mars. Nah, I don't know. That would be a good one too. Cause I heard people mention that one.
I'm gonna be biased. I like more of the weekend stuff than Bruno Mars to keep it above.
See, I love Bruno Mars stuff too though. You know what I'm saying? Him like the Weekend got like you got like the pop crowd and the R&B crowd, alternative crowd or whatever.
I only like the 24K match. I didn't care for all that nothing on
You
you.
didn't like the first album, Hooligans and forgot the name of it.
Nah,
The second album, you didn't like that?
nah,
What? Unorthodox Jukebox, that was fire.
nah. I just cared for 24K Magic. That was my shit. Though I had a lot of memories with that album and shit. Like 2016 was like a wild year for me. Man.
Oh man,
Yeah, Shamar. D'Angelo is the king, and everybody else is the disciples.
are you kidding me?
Yes, D'Angelo.
Are you
Wow.
kidding me?
Yes, when it comes to R&B after '94, D'Angelo is the New Testament.
Miguel, can Miguel battles D'Angelo? So you about to tell me D'Angelo gonna watch
And
Miguel?
cool.
D'Angelo's gonna wipe
No, he's
Miguel
not.
too. Yes.
Miguel got some fire. What? D'Angelo's
Miguel
gonna
got
watch
fired.
Miguel?
Miguel got fired. But you guys, I'm
Yo,
speaking.
we're just trolling him
D'Angelo
hard, yo.
he is the G. Like he is what R&B was missing in the '90s. I'm telling you,
Yo,
he is what you think of a jazz musician. I'm telling you, what he sacrificed for us all, like what he sacrificed, everyone else try to duplicate. Everyone else try to make an entitled "How Does It Feel" video. Everybody try to make a voodoo. Everyone tried to be D'Angelo. No, there will be no D'Angelo.
oh my god.
Mm.
I don't care if I'm dick riding right now. I'm just speaking the facts.
So all right. So what about Joe against D'Angelo?
Hell no.
No,
Hell.
What?
Joe would get watched by D'Angelo.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, Maxwell is his only competition.
I don't think you just said Erica Badu. You just said
Yeah,
Erica.
Erica Badu, but yeah, Erica Badu too. Maxwell and Erica. Because Erica, that's my wife.
Why not Joe? Why not Joe? Come on.
Because Joe is not in like the same wavelength as D'Angelo. I'm gonna be
Yo,
real.
Coogee is stupid.
Joe is good. If Joe went against Jaheim, that would be good. But yeah,
What? Joe against Jaheim?
yeah, the Battle of the
Wow.
Jays.
You mean to wait? You mean to tell me you would see Joe against Jaheim versus Joe against D'Angelo? Like, are you for real right now?
Jaheim would get washed by Joe. He would get washed by
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
I don't know about all that though. Cause
He have 20 hits. Jaheim got 20 hits.
Joe got see,
Jaheim don't got 20 hits,
Joe
Reg.
got heat.
Jaheim do not have 20 hits, Reg.
Roddy said that like it doesn't have to be the hits though. That's why I keep telling you it has to
So
be.
right, but if you going up, okay, so if Maxwell is going up against D'Angelo, he got 20 hits. He's not gonna just play obscure album cuts.
He got a good amount of hits and a good amount of album cuts that the fans know. Yeah,
Jaheim is not beating Joe. Joe
I
got
never
way too
said
much heat
Jaheim
for
was
him.
beating Joe. I said Joe was beating Jaheim.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Joe would beat that Jaheim.
Shit, yo, this is I'm having fun with this one.
Bobby Brown and Ralph Tresvant. Bobby Brown could beat Ralph with just one album. We just don't be cruel album.
Bobby can beat Ralph with one song.
Yeah. No, don't. Ralph got some hits, Reg. Ralph got some hits on his own.
I know, but I'm just saying. Whenever I think of Ralph, I just think of that BMA performance. Hi, my name is Ralph Tresvant. This is my new song. When they did
I
that
don't
new
even
edition,
remember
I didn't Yeah. You know, I have yet to see that video.
And they
I
put
didn't. I
Ralph
never
dead
saw it.
last after Johnny Gill. I'm just like, why would they do that to Ralph?
Mm.
Ralph looking
They've
all
always
shy
done
and
that.
shit.
They've always done that because he got one hit song. Really.
No, Stone Cold Gentleman though.
I mean that yeah. But
Smoke
when
no
they
challenge.
talk about Ralph, they talk about Mr. Sensitivity.
He do what I gotta do.
What song is
That was
that?
a
Do what I
huge
gotta
song
do.
of his.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that song.
What?
What album that was from?
That was from his self-titled album.
I don't remember that song. Do what I gotta do.
They got a video for it.
I
Just
gotta
type
see
that in
that.
and look it up.
Um,
Well, I'm feeling good right now, man. Y'all have me
who's the Mac a single a hit to you? Who's the Mac?
I mean, people know it. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know
it
how
was
much it
from
is in
his
the charts at
Going
that
Down.
time, though.
When I Need Somebody. That was a big hit.
Oh, I love that song. When I Need Somebody.
That was a big
Yes.
hit. Yeah.
I don't remember that song.
Reg, I sent you the video for that.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
S SWV and Escape. Who's winning that?
That's the wait. Who?
Wait, what?
SWV and Escape. Who's winning that?
Oh God.
SWV. Well, I don't
I like
know,
Escape. I like Escape albums better.
because SWV's third album was not too good to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Really, well,
You
Release
see,
Some
yeah, I
Tension.
heard you say release some tension. You really didn't
Yeah,
care for that one.
the Rain song, that was the only song
It was too many
that
collabs on there. Too many
Yeah.
rappers on there.
who
Too many rappers on that album.
for real.
Mhm.
It felt like SWV plus the rappers.
Right.
Mm.
SWV in the hood. That's what it felt like.
It's the,
SWV,
they from the
SWV in the
Bronx, Reg.
posse.
That is the hood.
Yeah.
SWV in the posse. Like what is Puff Daddy and Snoop Dogg? Like I swear, when Suge went to prison, motherfucker was just acting wild. This shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, Snoop and Puffy in the same
Oh.
album and shit. Motherfucker was just acting wild when Suge went to prison. That's a long time.
Tony, and Mick Condition.
Oh man.
Tony.
Game and 50 Cent. Who's winning that? 50 winning that. He got the bigger hits.
If 50 plays hate it or love it, he wins automatically.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, Game got the better albums, but 50 got the biggest songs.
Yeah, Shamar, I'm watching your favorite movie right now.
Who watched the show Blossom? I used to watch Blossom.
I saw bits and pieces. I was never really a big boss of him. It felt like a very special episode every fucking episode.
Nas versus Jay-Z. Who's winning that?
Man, I'm sick
Nas.
and tired of this.
Nas is winning that.
Right.
Nas is winning that. Nas could end it off with Ethan and he would win it.
That's for y'all. Y'all just want to see Nas and Jay-Z beat. That's what y'all just want to see.
We want to see that, yes. And the battle of all battles. They should give them a trophy for that battle. Like whoever wins get like a big versus trophy, a big title and shit.
I'm not good enough to have this baby. You lay up in mud and every night. I'm gonna have this baby.
D'Angelo and the 12 Disciples.
No. No, right.
Coogee Rap versus J. Rule. What?
Coogee Rap.
J. Rule he only got 2 classic albums. What he playing after that?
He got guest appearances too.
He did? Or what?
Crooklyn Dodgers, Speak
Oh.
It Flout, I'm the Man.
I'm picking G Rap over him.
Oh yeah. G Rap all the motherfucking day. All G Rap gotta do is play Hey Mr. and the battle's over.
Nah, he ain't gonna beat Jay-Z easily, but if he play Ether last and Jay-Z, what Jay-Z gonna play last? Will take over? I still think Ether was better than Takeover.
Yeah, Takeover was a better song.
No, it wasn't. What are you talking about?
No, let me explain. Ether was the better disc. Takeover was the better song.
How was it the better song?
because what Takeover did, the beat was perfect and everything like that. Like Jay, as a song, he was spitting facts. That first verse alone, he set the whole fucking stage. Nas just went straight up dissing Jay, which was a good thing. Like
Mace
that's
vs.
not trash
Cannabis.
either.
What?
Now let me like I said, like like niggas will listen to the beat more than Takeover than Ether, because niggas do hate the Ether beat.
Mace vs. Cannabis. Mace is Mace is winning that.
Oh yeah,
That's
man.
not even a battle. Mace
That
vs.
was
Cannabis. Where that come from?
um your Shamar, Arrested Development, they okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of them like this. I feel like Speech is an asshole.
I love their first album. Their first album was great. Mace vs. Cannabis. What? Where did that come from, Gucci? What is Cannabis playing for Harlem World? That first album? Oh no.
Get retarded.
Oh man.
Oh,
Redman was Method Man. If we going by albums, Redman got it. If we going by lyrics, I'm picking Method Man. What we going by hits or features? I think Method Man got it. Mace vs. Cannabis. That shit is funny. Yo. Rakim vs. Little Yachty.
okay. Y'all
Oh
need
my
to stop
God.
disrespecting this shit.
Oh man.
The disrespect coming for these trash motherfuckers with these legends has got to stop.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Yachty.
Yo. Redman and Busta Rhymes. That would be a good battle.
But Busta want to battle T.I.
Come on, man. To Busta need to stop that
T.I.
bullshit.
going back to prison, yo.
Busta and Redman would be a good battle. Again, I think Busta got the bigger. I mean, if you going by hits, he got the bigger hits.
Hey, y'all, did y'all see that video where Tekashi and Meek Mill was about to fight outside a club?
I saw that shit. Who was taking the video of that though?
I don't even fucking know.
And he tried to jump him.
Apparently, Meek Mill spit at Tekashi or some shit. And Tekashi was like, why you want to mess with me?
Oh, his homeboys was like holding him back. That shit was funny.
Yo, I was dying. He's like, why you want to mess with me? I was like, I thought you were a killer, nigga. I thought you were a killer.
Right? And he had all his homeboys like holding him back.
I was waiting for someone to pull a strap. That's what I was waiting for. What's up?
How y'all feel about Atmosphere? Sam said he's overrated.
Wait, Atmosphere? I don't feel like Atmosphere is overrated.
Overrated. He's underground as fuck.
I feel like they're just okay.
He's underrated, if anything.
This nigga looks like a rat.
Thoughts on the Busta album? Busta album was dope. It was too many tracks though, and I think he's picking the wrong singles to come out with.
Wrong singles, yes, but I keep telling you, the ELE was long as fuck too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of. I love BBD, but I wasn't a fan of that collab he did with BBD.
And that grew on me too.
Yeah.
It should have been a sample. They didn't.
Right.
They just want to get that royalty check.
Right. I like the album. I thought the album was dope.
Oh, Most Def versus Common. I don't actually see that.
Common will win. You picking Mos Def?
I'm picking Most.
Who has better albums though?
Most Def. I never.
Mos Def has the better albums than Common?
Yes.
Mos Def has the better albums than Common.
Yes. Yes.
Yo, it's official. Reggie's on crack tonight. He has to be.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Are you?
Mos Def has the better albums than Common? Are you serious?
saying that
Resurrection,
Common has-
B, One Day It All Makes Sense.
But
Like
Black
Beautiful
on Both
Chocolate.
Sides-
Finding Forever.
Black on Both Sides, nigga.
Okay, that's one.
The New Danger.
Okay.
Underrated.
New Danger is not touching like Water for Chocolate.
I never said it had to touch like
I,
water for
I
chocolate.
say who has the better albums? Most Def or Common? You
I
said Most
say
Def.
I say most deaf because
Most
Common,
Def 2 has the better albums than
yeah,
Common.
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Even the Black Star shit. I mean, come on,
Wow.
come on, come on. Like I don't give a fuck, man.
I
Most def
love I love Black on Both Sides. That's a classic album, Black Star. I don't feel like he has better albums than Common. That's just me.
shit, because most def is lyrically, he's like a lyrical genius, man. Like a lyrical genius. Common is
Bar for
good.
bar, who you got? You got Most Def over Common?
I got Common bar for bar.
You got Common bar for bar.
Yeah,
But you got Most Def albums over Common.
yeah.
Okay.
Especially '90s Common.
Yeah, I didn't like the first Common album. That wasn't good.
That was trash.
Yeah. He found himself with Resurrection.
Even at it, it was okay to me. I liked a few tracks from Resurrection.
Quali's a dope lyricist, but he ain't got
Fuck
he's like
Quality.
Fabulous. He's like
Fuck
Fabulous. He
Talib
ain't got no
Kweli.
classic albums.
Fuck that bitch ass nigga
I mean,
Talib.
he got Black Star. I mean, that's the only classic people say. Oh, well, he got Black Star, but that was a collab album.
Man, fuck
That's a
Talib
group album.
Kweli. Fuck the beautiful struggle.
I like Quality. Quality is a dope album, but that's his best album to me solo wise.
His only good album.
And
So
and and the Reflection of Tunnel album was dope too.
well, Eardrum was cool too, but
Eardrum was good too.
I just don't like Talib Kweli. See, Coogie's in the chat right now. Yeah, I don't like that bitch ass nigga. Alleged rapist.
Oh my lord. Quali called you a coon?
Yeah, true story.
For what? For what did he say?
True motherfucking story.
What did you say, Coogee? You called him a coon? Wow.
I can pull up the screenshots right now.
Well, I
Yeah,
didn't think he had a classic even before he called Coogee a coon. So,
yeah. I saw that screenshot of it
yo,
too.
that's crazy.
Alleged rapist.
Oh my god.
Watch Jaguar White come out with a new story next week.
What happened to her, Jaguar?
Right, she's been back quiet.
She's been mad quiet. I'm like, there was a time when everybody was paying attention to her.
Watch Questlove had her kidnapped.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. Chloroformed her ass.
Yes, I love the blast. That's a solid album track. 50
I
Cent,
said 10 minutes, but then we ended.
Jeremiah and 50 Cent. I don't remember that song.
Fuck Jeremiah.
What song is that? On Me? I never listened to I didn't care for Jeremiah like that.
Does he still have COVID?
He had COVID?
Yeah, he had COVID. You
I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
Wait, why are we laughing at that?
It ain't funny.
It's not funny, yo.
I didn't know.
I was legitimately asking, like, does he still have COVID? He's feeling better, but that's what.
No. He made a full recovery from COVID.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I gotta make a quick phone call.
All right.
Common first album was Mid Okay.
This nigga said mid okay.
Oh shit. Banks was Fabulous. I think Banks have better albums than Fab. I think he's a better lyricist than Fab to me. Did y'all know Most Def used to date Beyonce? Banks definitely, man. That's an underrated artist right there, Banks. I think Fab got the bigger songs though than Banks. Like 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 those same songs that he played against Jada in that battle, he could use that against Banks and beat Banks. How do you feel about Joe Budden's catalog? The mood music mixtapes were good. That was like his best stuff to me. I didn't like his first album on Def Jam and like Escape Route and the no love lost, all those other albums. I didn't care for those.
Yeah, I don't care for Joe Biden.
Which rapper you want to box one day? I don't know, Makai. I never thought about that. Oh man. Oh, Love Lost. Yeah, I heard that one, but I didn't think it was a great album though. I like some of the songs on there.
Man, that second album was not bad.
Which one?
Most Def's second
Oh,
album, that shit was fire.
Zion said he couldn't finish it.
That shit was fire, man.
Which one is the was it the eclectic?
The New Danger,
What's the third one?
True Magic, some shit like that.
What's the fourth one?
The
Doesn't he
New,
have one with like a red cover?
yeah, that was like the Ecstatic.
Ecstatic. That was a good album. I like that one.
Yeah, the joint was Slick Rick's fire.
Yeah, that was dope. BJ said these new niggas in the chat book.
Beyonce versus Mariah Carey. Um,
Mariah winning that.
oh yeah, Mariah.
Which rap beef y'all found interesting the most?
To be honest, the Dr. Dre and Uncle Luke beef.
I mean, it's Uncle Luke though. I mean, I'm saying,
Luke.
um,
I'm tired of listening to music. Let's see what's on TV.
probably Jay and Nas. That was an interesting beef. The way everything played out. De La and Pac.
Oh yeah, that was another interesting beef. Cause
Do you prefer most Def beat choice or Nas beat choice? Nas is not a bad beat picker. That's something that Vlad started, man.
this is what happened when you let Jews take over the mind.
He put that idea and people say now people run with it like, oh, Nas is a bad beat picker. No, I never believed that.
What's a good movie to
Rank most Def albums greatest to least. Black on Both Sides is his classic. I like the Static. New Danger. I don't think I've heard New Danger yet. What's the other album he did?
True
True
Magic?
Magic. True Magic. I didn't hear that one either. But Black Star. That was classic. Favorite Brand Nubians project. One for All. I love that album.
In God
And
We Trust.
God We Trust was a classic one also. Like their first two for me are like their best to me. Favorite Latino rapper. Big Pun. Rest in peace to him.
Alright, keep your hand on the stop button, okay? I ain't trying to see Sam looking hot sauce on the mind. Alright, so I'm stepping to get busy.
How you feel about Chino XL?
Underrated.
Great lyricist. I feel like he never had like great production behind his albums.
You only
And
have
he has a new project out with I forgot the producer. But he has a new single out. I want to say he's with 38 Special.
yeah, this is gonna be my last thing before I cut it out. All I'm gonna say about Chino XL, the Here to Save You All album was classic in my
Hmm.
opinion, but everything after that I was not a fan of.
Right.
Now that's the bad beat picker, but no one wants to talk about that.
Yeah.
Other than
Why
that,
Vlad ain't talking about Chino XL like that?
shit, he probably figures Chino will beat his ass. But yeah, I'm gonna end it off for the night. I appreciate y'all for holding it down. Stay tuned next week when we talk about part two of the remaining part of Luther Vandross's discography. Um, Wednesday, I plan on talking about Pusha T's Daytona. So stay tuned on that. I got a few pre-recorded videos I'm coming out this week. Thursday is the Jimmy Jam and Taylor Lewis beat battle.
Yes.
Really cannot wait for that shit. Um, yeah, as far as I know, that's all I got coming up so far.
All right.
So hope everyone has a good night. Hope everyone had a happy Valentine's Day. If y'all celebrate that bullshit. And like and subscribe and share the channel. And I will see y'all. Peace.
Peace.